Well, well, well. Respawn have accidentally done a couple of things yesterday, and I'm just here to talk about them today, really. One thing that they accidentally added yesterday, but have since removed, was the lever buster system. However, do note at the bottom, it does say that they don't know when it will come out for real, if at all. Though I was asking around last night on Reddit to see how and when people were getting it to be triggered, how long it was for, how long you couldn't join matches for, and things like that. And I heard back from a couple of people saying that you needed to leave 3 matches in a row and then you got a 5-minute cooldown and it went up to like 10, 15, half an hour and things like that. So you couldn't join games for quite a while if you kept leaving. And there was a couple of angry people on Reddit basically saying that there shouldn't be one at all. And I mean, I can kind of see the point as to why they think that, but at the same time, it's 3 games. If you have left 3 games in a row, you kind of deserve it. Even if you had stuff to do in real life and you really needed to leave, that's 1 game, you've still got 2 more. And I mean, it should be a rare occurrence that you need to leave 3 games in a row anyway. But overall, it looks like Respawn have spent some time, got someone to code a lever buster system of sorts, and it's clearly in the game, kind of, but just not active. I really hope that at some point in the future they do reactivate it, because I think it is something we do need, especially with the people who instantly drop out, go on their own, die, and then leave. As long as people don't get punished for leaving after the banner time's out, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because that would be fair to people who are dead, and that would be fair to people who are alive that want to respawn them. Now moving on to the second item of the day, which is that some people have been getting skins for the LSTAR. Now anyone who's played Titanfall and Titanfall 2 will know that that is, among many other weapons, a Titanfall weapon. And how the gun worked in Titanfall is it was kind of like an energy LMG, but instead of having to reload it, you just had to make sure you didn't overheat it. So the only time you really reloaded was when you needed to replace the heat cartridge in the top. Now that's not to say that's going to be how it works in this game, because obviously if you never need to reload, that could be a little bit unfair. So as to how the gun is going to work in this game, I honestly wouldn't want to hazard a guess at this point. That's just how it worked in Titanfall. But for the people who already got these skins, I hope they get to keep them, otherwise they just got seriously teased and won't even get a skin for it. The only thing I can assume what happened is with this small patch that was released, they accidentally released some of the Q&A pieces that they've been testing. And the reason that I think that is it's just a bit too coincidental that this happened just as the patch came out and just before the server issues where people were getting the stats reset. But you never know, could be completely wrong, could be a completely different reason. But considering that the cosmetics for the LSTAR are in the game and considering that the lever buster was pretty much complete, I imagine that we'll probably see both of those in about a week or 2. And the only reason why I think that is because it's been a couple of weeks since the Battle Pass was released in the last bit of content, and 1 to 2 weeks would kind of tie that in with a 1 month time frame, so that would kind of make sense, it's realistic. But that pretty much ties this up with the end of the video. It was just to kind of have a look at the lever buster system that they teased yesterday and then removed, as well as having a look at what has been happening with the LSTAR and that potentially being the next gun that we're going to see in the game. Although considering the leaks in the last couple of weeks and what people have been talking about, there is potential that we will see another legend by the end of the season as well. Although as always, these are just my opinions. If you have your own, please put those in the comments below. Although that's pretty much it for this video, so if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. And if you really like me, you can give me a subscribe. And as always, my Twitter and Twitch link will be in the description below. And I hope to see you here for the next video.